The whole story was written for me. It's like, oh, here's the story. You got to up your game. Maybe, you got to figure out, you got to get some semblance of a studio set up, and you got to figure out a way that you can do this inside your own space and get it done and still get some sleep tonight. It's cool. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Pete with Chill Dude Vlogs. It's been 14 days since I've been doing a daily vlog, and I thought it might be interesting for me to reflect on, kind of what's going on in my head and how I feel about the whole thing. And I got to tell you, I feel really good about it. I have had more creative energy in the last 14 days than I've had in a long time, and that's because I have this incredible deadline. I mean, every day I've got to take a production from start to finish. Many times in my life I've had projects that went on for over a year or 2 years even, right? And these long films, and there's this whole, arduous and kind of drawn out process where you work through that. Well, now, boom, condensed down to one day. And I love, and evidently something within me wanted that incredible deadline to just as a, I don't know, kind of wake up and do this, explore other forms of creativity that just were not coming out. And so it's been great just to see, looking back at myself, at the tools that I've been adopting, subscribing to copyright-free Epidemic sound library. So all of a sudden I've got all this sound, these great, this great music I can pull on. There's the obvious thing about all of a sudden all these production skills are kind of in hyperdrive, and you're just, moving from one thing to another quickly, and you got to be comfortable, not being perfect. So, that's an important skill. You need to let stuff go. And true enough, every video you post, you're frustrated about something, or you missed something. But the other thing that's happening is just that internal thing about trusting in your own ability to achieve this objective, even though it's it starts over every day. So one little gimmick I've used whenever I was, introducing someone to still photography over the years is I'd say, here's your 50mm lens. Go take pictures. No zooms, everything manual typically. But the deal there was the 50mm lens. Is this constrict that's forcing you to operate and be creative within the confines of a 50mm lens. It's the same thing like that 365 challenge, or this challenge where, hey, you got to deliver every day. And so it's kind of funny. I've been beginning to get more comfortable and confident in myself, and I don't stress about what I'm going to do the next day. For instance, when I go to sleep, I just trust that when I wake up fresh, I'm going to be able to figure out what's right for me that day. So I had a particularly late night the night before, because I was editing one of these sequences I'd shot previously, and they're just tons of footage, just that whole thing where we're traveling west, right? And so I'm like, cool, I feel good about it, and I guess I did another one since then, right? But anyway, 2 days of late night editing, actually. Yeah, but I'm still feeling good about everything, and I, roll out of bed late, kind of trundle on down to my office, and there it is. There on the floor is a note from Kim. It's like, hey, it's $5 Tuesday. Well, $5 Tuesday is half price at the theater, and it's just kind of this thing we do every Tuesday to just get out, right, and get half price. But we hadn't done it for a couple months, because we've been traveling or what have you, and and I've kind of adopted this workload, and so it was like, but that's a commitment, and I've got to go to $5 Tuesday, and that means, and I just slept in, and I don't really know what I'm doing yet, and then it's, well, you know what, this is what it's all about. So now it's really right all on top of me. I got to figure out what's my next step. And like a lot of, I think I saw Peter McKinnon talking about this too, you've got to adopt those efficiencies every time you see a need for one, whether it's in the editing process or the production process. So in this case, it's like, hey, I needed to get my 5D rig out, because I've just been messing around with the GoPro, which has really been fun. But hey, this is studio stuff. Obviously, I need to get a permanent camera set up, and I need to get the lights set up. And I guess I need to do it today. So this is what's going on. Hey, I got to get the studio set up. I got to get the 5D out. I got to get the lights set up. So actually, the whole story was written for me. It's like, oh, here's the story. You got to up your game, baby. You know, you got to figure out, you got to get some semblance of a studio set up, and you got to figure out a way that you can do this inside your own space and get it done and still get some sleep tonight. It's cool. The cool thing about the challenge of delivering every day is it's pushing your comfort zone and it's expanding your creativity in all these different directions at the same time. And isn't that the best way to do it? If you don't want to just explore one creative side of yourself and then another time explore another. If you're doing all those, if you're blowing all those up at the same time, I think you're more likely to have exponential reward, right? That's why I'm sure I've embraced this challenge. This challenge for me is I know there's a lot more creative potential and possibility and power and energy in me than I've released in the past, and I'm using this as a tool to let that out. There, I said it. I'm sure that's what's going on with me. And it makes me very excited. So, day 14, this is Pete with Chill Dude Vlogs. Hey, subscribe would be awesome. Comments, always welcome. And thanks for watching.
Baby, I can't talk.
Cool thing about this tripod is it goes up to